Images for Inclusion, you have the floor.
Gracias, co-facilitator.
Thank you, Madam Co-Facilitator. On behalf of the NGO Images for Inclusion, I'd like to thank the Human Rights Council and Indigenous Peoples for the efforts in this session. I'd like to thank Member States for all of their contributions, in particular Guatemala and Mexico for their continued leadership. We would ask that the co-facilitators provide a discussion paper before the second meeting that should focus on the criteria and mechanisms for accreditation, because these are the key elements. This document should contain guiding questions on defining specific criteria and principles for an accreditation mechanism for Indigenous peoples in keeping with the Paris Principles. 2, adapt the existing UN accreditation models like NHRIs as inspiration for the accreditation mechanism for Indigenous peoples. 3, examples of we need to have a fair and transparent process for any rejection of accreditation for Indigenous peoples, and we should also receive the document well in advance of the meeting. We recommend that there be a voluntary fund to bring at least 4 Indigenous representatives per region for the second session, and that they arrive 3 days before the meeting to have a preparatory meeting of 2 days. Member States should also provide financial support to the Indigenous coordination mechanism. Finally, it's not a good example to consider the platform of local communities in this forum. Indigenous peoples should have their own process and their own mechanism. These steps will help us to make progress and have a good outcome. Finally, we hope that we will swiftly see a mechanism for participation of Indigenous peoples as a sign of goodwill of all parties to the of all the states parties to the Council. Thank you.
Thank you.